Hello and welcome to another Tabitha's Class Emporium YouTube video. Today we're looking at another float jewellery. This is these ones, and these are made out of our scrap that we have available in float. And today I'm going to show you how to make these. So I cut another of these panels up into 4 pieces, and I'm going to make 4 little pieces of tack fused jewellery. I'm going to put a bit of powder on first, on the first one. I might not on all of them, but just to add a bit of colour. I mean, this is the problem with float glasses, it's got no colour, but you can get these powders now, add good colour to them. I've got various different of our products. So these are murrine we pulled, and then there's also the scrap available. We do end up with quite a bit of scrap in float, so we've gone through that scrap and now it's all on the website and you can kind of buy it. It's in different colours. I've got our green float stringers. You have to make sure you're not moving the powders around. You could fuse the powders first, but I don't mind that. I'm now going to make a little flower scene. So that's that one done, and I'll put it in the kiln and I'll move on to the next. What's that? So this next one I'm going to use some scrap if it doesn't go away. So this is a bit of, we're going to have lots of these scrap products on, and I'm just literally going to kind of it's cracked a bit funny, but well, I'm lucky I've got a tile saw, so I'm going to be able to kind of find a grinder so I can kind of grind the edge of this and make it neat afterwards. But if you don't, you're probably going to have to be a lot more kind of precise than I'm being. So literally, I'm going to do a piece like that, which can, it's all scrap, can go in, and can be a nice necklace like that, or maybe I'm going to cut it up a bit to make it slightly neater. So the next one, I'm not going to put any powder down, I'm just going to cover it in these, which are kind of these weird green dots we have in some of our kind of mix scrap products, which are kind of from stringers that have been pulled too thick, and at the end, and I'm going to fill the whole thing up with them and just tack fuse them on and just really make sure it's all completely covered. Here it is, ready to go in the kiln. So we had a pull and it didn't work very well, and we got a lot of scrap that didn't cut well, so that's all on sale. You can buy it in the canes, but I've sort of just cut some up, and I'm going to do the same as like the last one, where I just put a load on and sort of put the loads of scrap together. It doesn't matter that they're sort of half pieces or not full pieces, because it's all going to be together in one full tile. Here this one is ready to go in the kiln. So here they are out of the kiln. Unfortunately the powder I used on the back was one from a previous project where I had mixed a couple of powders together, and wow, it's gone brown. So obviously you need to do quite a lot of testing on float powders to see whether they'll mix or not. So that one I'm literally going to throw in a rubbish bin, or see if someone wants to give it to their child, but I won't be doing anything else with that. I think it could be a nice project though if it had been green. We have the green colour on its own, looks kind of like that, and it would have been really pretty. So it's a pity really. This I really like. I'm going to cut, because I can cold work, I'm going to kind of cut the edges off and make it into some kind of necklace, or even maybe two earrings. I don't know, I'll have a think. I quite like this. I mean, classically, both of these had fallen bits off the side, almost in like identical mirror image places. I'm going to cold work the edges of this and turn it into a little piece. I think it could be nice. I mean, it could be interesting as a ring. I think it definitely works as a pendant. But I think that's a really kind of simple thing to be using, you know, basically float scrap for, and this is on our website now. So we'll get these cleaned up and put some veils on the back, and you can see how they look when they're done. as I said, I'm not going to do anything with that, but I've ground the edges of these. I think they look really interesting now. I'm almost wondering whether you could have just tack fused the murrine together without using the base glass, but the base glass does help hold it. The same with that. I think they'll just be really interesting pendants. And as I said, made out of scrap, that makes it pretty kind of cost effective. And so then this, I cut it up. Interestingly, this broke, but now I feel that I've got sort of 2 stud earrings, 2 maybe dangly earrings and a necklace. Kind of, it can be one set. You can kind of either wear the studs or the danglies to go with it. So I quite like that as an idea. They'll just go into the kiln now to be fire polished, to fire polish the edges, and we can see how they look when they come out and glued with the bales. So after they've come out the kiln, I kind of quite like them. The thing I like is if they kind of turn, the back side looks as nice as the front side. They're nice and shiny on the edge where we ground them now. I mean, thinking about different types of findings, I could have drilled this and then it could have been double-sided. People could have worn it front or back, but you can glue a bale on as well. These 3 all have bales glued. We went for a pair of stud earrings on this one and some dangly earrings on this. Which I like this kind of as a set. You can wear either or, and I just think for scrap this is kind of cool little pieces and it could sell really well. So I really hope you've liked these ideas, and I can't wait to see what you do with them. I've seen loads of people are now buying our float products, which is really exciting. We have more in the works. In fact, we have 2 ready to pull when we have kiln space. So watch this space, more float products coming your way, and that will also mean a bit more scrap because we're probably selling out quite fast on that. But I really hope you've enjoyed it, and please subscribe, turn on notifications, join our Facebook group, like our Facebook page, always sign up for our newsletter, which are always to get information about our products, when new videos come out, and what's new at Tabitha's Glass Emporium. See you next time.